It was a statement no one expected, direct, unsettling, and strangely admiring. When HYB founder Bang Si-hyuk revealed that Jin was the most difficult member of BTS to control, the industry paused. What did he mean by difficult? Was it rebellion, resistance, or something deeper, a rare defiance in an industry built on obedience? The confession cracked open a part of BTS's history that few had dared to discuss openly: the creative tension between the company's structure and the individual will of its artists. Bang Si-hyuk's admission wasn't a casual remark. It came during a reflective discussion about leadership and artistic autonomy within BTS. While most producers prefer polished answers, Bang spoke with raw honesty, describing Jin as unyielding, unpredictable, and unafraid to speak up. It was a revelation that both startled and fascinated fans. How could the group's eldest member, often known for his humor and warmth, be the hardest to manage? Was there something hidden behind Jin's easy smile, a quiet rebellion that shaped the very soul of BTS? Industry insiders have long known that Jin's influence runs deeper than the casual observer might assume. Behind every stage performance, behind every visual concept, there were moments when Jin's conviction clashed with HYB's production plans. He was the one who would stop a meeting to question whether a song truly represented BTS's message. He would challenge choreography he felt was too forced, or lyrics that didn't align with the group's identity. In a world where compliance is expected, Jin's refusal to simply agree was both disruptive and revolutionary. But was this difficulty, as Bang Si-hyuk put it, truly a problem, or was it the secret to BTS's authenticity? Many within the fandom argue the latter. Jin's insistence on truth, even at the cost of convenience, ensured that BTS never lost their sense of self amid global fame. Every time he stood his ground, the group's artistic integrity was reinforced. Could it be that without his resistance, BTS might have become just another polished product of the K-pop machine? Consider the countless times Jin challenged the norm. During the Map of the Soul era, he reportedly questioned the album's visual direction, saying bluntly, "This isn't BTS. This is what the world expects BTS to be." Those words, though simple, captured the tension between artistry and expectation. Bang Si-hyuk himself later admitted that Jin's feedback reshaped their approach, a moment of creative friction that produced one of the group's most introspective projects. Yet, the question remains, why did Jin's determination come across as defiance rather than leadership? Some believe the answer lies in Jin's personality, deeply principled yet understated. Unlike RM, who negotiates with diplomacy, or J-Hope, who embraces structure, Jin moves from instinct. His moral compass is unshakable, even when it leads to confrontation. For HYB's management, this made him unpredictable. For BTS, it made him essential. RM once said, "When Jin speaks seriously, everyone listens." That respect didn't come from authority, it came from consistency, a kind of quiet moral gravity that anchored the group through fame, fatigue, and pressure. Still, Bang Si-hyuk's comment has stirred a new debate among fans and media alike. Was his statement a subtle critique or an acknowledgement of Jin's irreplaceable influence? Could it be that difficult was merely another word for independent? After all, control and creativity rarely coexist peacefully. Perhaps what HYB experienced as a challenge was actually the growing pain of true artistry. And if Jin's defiance led to better music, deeper storytelling, and greater authenticity, then who, really, was controlling whom? The dynamic between Jin and HYB also reveals a deeper truth about power in the entertainment industry. The system thrives on predictability. Artists who follow scripts, meet deadlines, and fit into marketing molds. But Jin broke that rhythm. His insistence on emotional sincerity forced the label to adapt, not the other way around. In doing so, he exposed the fragility of control in an age where authenticity sells more than perfection. HYB may have built BTS's platform, but Jin ensured it had a soul. Fans are now reinterpreting Bang Si-hyuk's confession not as a complaint, but as a confession of admiration. To call Jin the hardest to control is to admit he cannot be molded, that his identity, once set, resists alteration. This stubborn integrity is what makes him simultaneously frustrating and invaluable. It's the paradox of leadership through resistance, a role rarely acknowledged but always felt. Yet the real question for fans and observers is this: was Bang Si-hyuk revealing a moment of corporate frustration? Or unintentionally acknowledging a truth about art itself? Can true creativity ever exist without friction, without someone daring to say no? If Jin's resistance preserved BTS's authenticity, perhaps being difficult isn't a flaw, it's a necessity. Still, one must ask, how much of this revelation was spontaneous honesty? And how much was strategic narrative control from HYB itself? Could the difficult Jin image be another calculated move, an attempt to humanize the brand, to turn tension into storytelling? After all, in today's media landscape, even confession can be a form of marketing. These are the questions fans must now wrestle with. Do we believe Bang Si-hyuk's words at face value? Or do we interpret them as part of a larger effort to reframe BTS's legacy in a post-group era? And if so, where does authenticity truly lie? In the company's confession, or in Jin's defiance of it? In the end, what remains undeniable is that Jin's role within BTS transcends the label of most difficult. He embodies a form of leadership rooted not in control, but in conscience. His refusal to conform, his demand for honesty, and his courage to challenge authority have shaped BTS into something rare, not just a pop group, but a cultural force that speaks truth in a world addicted to image. So perhaps Bang Si-hyuk's statement wasn't criticism at all. Perhaps it was reluctant admiration, a recognition that the one member he could never fully control was the one who kept BTS real. And maybe that's the unfiltered truth we've all been avoiding. Let's take a step back and ask ourselves, do we really know what's true behind Bang Si-hyuk's revelation about Jin? Was this statement an unfiltered confession from HYB's founder, or could it have been a carefully designed narrative, a calculated move meant to stir conversation, boost engagement, or reshape public perception of BTS's internal dynamics? In today's media landscape, where every word can be amplified, edited, and repackaged, it's worth questioning. Are we witnessing truth or consuming a performance disguised as one? The line between authenticity and strategy has never been thinner. When Bang Si-hyuk said Jin was the most difficult member to control, did he mean difficult in a negative sense, or was it an acknowledgement of creative independence? And more importantly, who benefits from that narrative being made public? Was it a moment of admiration or a media tactic to reignite attention around Jin, especially as BTS enters new individual career phases? Think about how stories like these spread. Within hours of the statement, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter were flooded with clips, translations, theories, and fan edits. Each version added its own emotional twist, its own interpretation, some painting Jin as a rebel hero, others as a misunderstood perfectionist. But how many of these interpretations were grounded in fact? How many were shaped by algorithms designed to feed us what we want to believe? It's easy to get swept away by the drama. The image of a defiant Jin standing against corporate control makes for a powerful narrative. But is that image truly his, or one crafted by fans and media to fulfill our hunger for conflict?